Cesar, I assume you're doing translation for me, so I'll try to remember to throw in a few pauses and go a little bit slow so you can interpret along the way. So here we go. You ready, Cesar? Buenos dias. Got it? Dios te bendiga. Are we okay, Cesar? All righty. In 2008, our church took our first mission trip to Honduras. It was decided that we would pick a place to go and serve with the purpose of developing relationships. In other words, we would return to the same place year after year, forever how long God permitted and directed. In 2013, we had the great honor of meeting Cesar. He is overseeing the concrete projects for World Gospel Outreach. Many of you may not know this, but Cesar is a very shy person. The first day my daughter Macy and I worked with Cesar, he ate all my daughter's snacks. Over the next few days, Cesar ate everything we had. Cesar's a grown man now, so maybe he does not eat as much as he used to. I allow enough time there, Cesar, to translate? All right. In 2014, one of the churches we served with was Passion for Souls. It was truly an honor to serve with your church. Pastor Carlos has an incredible heart to follow after God. Now, let me say that as humans, when we interact with people, we can see God in their heart or the lack of God. In a very short time, it becomes evident what a person and their heart is about. For instance, I met Bull and spent very little time with him, but I believe there was a bond created by God. Just kind of as a reminder here, some old pictures from 2014. There's Bull and I, and then Pastor Carlos, Cesar, Bull, myself, our pastor Kevin, and another elder of our church, Eric. And then here I am on the grill with Bull. Now there's a pot there, and it has Bull's famous soup in it, and I'll talk about that in a minute. In the few minutes I spent with Bull, he showed us his store. He shared his heart, how he was able to bring in the homeless in the evenings to sleep inside the store and get them out of the weather for the night. Bull fed them, gave them something to drink, and helped take care of them when they were sick. Those actions come from a heart for God. Let's be honest, as humans, without God, we would keep every limp hair we made for ourselves and not care about those in need. When we were grilling at Bull's store, Bull also told me his secret ingredient in his soup that everyone loves. Now, that secret ingredient is, well, I really can't tell you what that is. But what God wants from us, he wants us to worship him and serve him. And how do we worship and serve a God we cannot see? Is by serving those that we can see. God does not tell us, when you have made enough money, then you come serve me. Or if everything is going great in your life, then come serve me. I believe Bull understands that God does not always give you what you want when you want it. But by faith, God does give us what we need when we need it. Bull, I know you lost your store and was imprisoned. I know that it was very difficult for you to not be able to take care of your wife and your sons. I heard prison was very difficult, and Satan did everything he could to battle you. But the same heart that cared for the homeless in that store, I hear also cared for those that could not defend for themselves in prison. It may be simply that God placed you in prison these past few years just to look after someone that needed care. None of us would ask God to do that with our life, would we? This verse is for you, Bull. Matthew 25:40. Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. Bull, you remind me of a person in the Old Testament. I do not know all that has been shared so far with you, so I have to be careful with what I say, as I don't want to say something that I shouldn't at this point. So 1 Chronicles 4:10 tells us the prayer of a man named Jabez. Jabez cried out to the God of Israel, "Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my territory. Let your hand be with me and keep me from harm so that I will be free from pain." And God granted his request. Bull, I believe God has heard your request, and I hope that he grants your request. We love you all.